Come follow the brick wall. It's your girl Eva K, and I'm ready to eat. Hey, who ready to eat with me? Who ready to come bread with me? Let's break bread. Come break bread with me. Let's break bread. We about to eat this food and get fed. Come break bread with me. Let's break bread. Now bow your head, hey, cause we gotta say the grace, cause we about to eat. We about to eat. I can't wait to eat. Let's eat, big girls. Are you ready to eat? Come eat with me and let's talk. I want to get all in your business. What you gotta say? What you gotta say? I'm ready to laugh and I'm ready to play. Come on and break bread with your girl Eva K. Let's break bread. Hey, it's your girl, your host Eva K, and I am here with the beautiful Brooklyn. Beat face, honey.
Thank you.
Listen, tonight we are at VMA Studio. Shout out to Jabari on the lens. And we have a feast from CJ Taco. So, yeah, we'll drop that down below. How you doing, Brooke?
I am great. Eva, how are you?
Good. We twins. We didn't even know.
We did not plan this.
No, I had on a break bread shirt and ended up spilling some stuff on there and was like, okay, let me just get this shirt.
Right.
And then boom, the hat.
I like it. Yeah, I put a hat on too. I was like, this is some Thanksgiving hair, and it's not that thankful anymore. So.
Listen, you are beautiful.
Thank you.
I cannot wait to talk. I've been like, this is exciting. Like, you are a celebrity to me, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. You don't even know. You don't even know. But look, let's get into this food real quick.
Okay.
So, for my tacos, I have the Korean barbecue, the steak one, and then this one is the CJ original.
Okay.
You have 2 steak supreme, 1 CJ original. You got a large salsa. They only have guac on the weekend, so sorry about that.
I wanted to cry a little bit, but it's okay.
Right. We got chips and salsa. We got some corn medley, which we both dying to try this.
Oh my goodness, y'all. It's so pretty.
It got bacon. You eat bacon?
Oh, right. You're back.
Okay.
I
we
eat
just
swine.
I was like, Brooke, what you want? She said, honey, I love tacos. Just give me whatever. So look, this got bacon. It's a corn medley. We got some salsa, and I got me a small queso.
Yes.
So look, we about to say our grace so we can get it in.
Yeah, because Lord, I almost said
I forgot. We got some Long Island. If you want to pour your drink, I got you some margarita.
the Lord ain't gonna judge us, right?
No. Ain't nobody got to know. I'm even move this out the way. Yeah.
Cool.
You ain't got to drink it all now.
Listen.
Look, this video is sponsored by Kiana Frazier. Everybody know Kiana. And then Miss Perez, Damati Perez.
They're my best friends. I love you guys.
When they sent the cash app, I was like, whoa, it's just me and Brooke. Who else do you think I paid it? That's like, get my girl some margarita. Yeah, get her this, get her that. I was like, oh.
Y'all, they legit city girls and be trying not to act like it. So.
They got money.
Y'all, they got money.
Them the kind of friends I need. Now, Brooke, we got a lot to talk about, honey. Let's say our grace before we get. My mama been done whoop me. She watch every show like, girl, you didn't say your grace. Bow your head. Now we thank you for our food, Father God, we thank you. Amen. Ooh. So, Brooke, tell us something about yourself. Where you come from? Where you grew up at?
I am a Knoxville native. Grew up here. Grew up a little bit of everywhere. A little bit of Gary, Indiana. Spent most summers in Atlanta, Georgia. But I am from here. Yes.
So, Brooke, I remember you from high school. We had a class together.
Oh my goodness.
And you was real crazy. Let me tell you, the class we had together, Brenda Strickland was in there.
Yes.
And if anybody know me, I was obsessed with Brenda. Like, that was the only reason why I hung with his sister, so I could sneak in his room sometimes when he was at football practice. That's the only reason why I became a basketball manager, a football manager.
Really?
Let me tell you something.
It was the light skin, ain't it? You know, the eyes.
The eyes,
you got
the
them
light skin.
eyes like dude from Jodeci.
Man. But then my cousin started going with him. I could never talk to Brendan unless I was talking to him about her. Because she was like, you like Brendan, but I just think he's more my type. So if you could hook us up, yeah, Wanisha. She took my man.
Oh my goodness.
But let me tell you how bad this went, right? So y'all all got accepted to UTC. And I used to I was obsessed, right? Like a high school movie for real. So I went to UTC. I followed Brandon to UTC.
Oh no, girl.
You, Brandon, Kat, all y'all.
And we was up there wilding.
We
was wild. I did not finish. Okay, but yeah, college was very lit. We had it was a lot. But I did a lot of partying, minimal studying. But I think that was just mainly because when, you know what I mean, like going to college, you like, oh, I want to be a doctor or a nurse. And then when it's artists, it's kind of like,
But you always been a creative.
Yes, man. Like, for a very long time, my whole life, my first memories are drawing on things or, getting in a whooping for drawing on things.
And my kids, right now, my walls look like the subway in Brooklyn.
Listen, no. Oh, how old are they?
They 3 and 5.
Oh.
That's how they do. They get a whooping for it. I make them put it up. They still, my son is just like, he sees something, he got to draw it on the wall. So I don't want to stop his creativity. And I'm like, I can paint the walls, you know. It ain't my house anyway, so I don't can paint the walls.
Basically, you're a magic eraser, girl. You gotta make the Dollar Tree.
So we didn't even say, but Brooke is one of the hottest makeup artists in Knoxville. I mean, your makeup, I don't even know, like your sci-fi makeup.
Thank you.
How do you do that with makeup? I want to get into this whole makeup journey because I don't know anything about makeup. I can't even polish nails, honey. So, so to see you being magic with your brush, you transform every woman who sits in your chair.
Thank you.
So what was your road to makeup?
So the road to makeup actually started from art. You know, one hand washes the other. That is the one thing that, I'm able to do without really even thinking about it. I feel like everybody on this earth is born with something that's just natural to you. You got natural dancers, you people who are naturally good at math, people who are naturally good at planning things. You don't realize how much of it's a natural thing until you attempt to do it, and it's not your natural thing. So I started doing makeup in college, hanging out, going to all the parties. I got a lot of practice, and all my homegirls, we, in the room doing our eyeshadow, which was horrendous.
Pretty girl.
Ooh, look, and in the makeup wasn't pretty. It was very metallic, very Britney Spears, and just doing people's makeup, and then it became a point where people started reaching out to me. Hey, I'm taking photos. I'm graduating. Hey, I'm getting married. Hey, this and that. And, I steered away from it, but at home, I was always doing makeup. I was doing character makeup. And I think the reason for that is because, one of my favorite directors is Tim Burton. And he, the images and the way he's able to bring his stories to life was one of the coolest things to me. Growing up, Beetlejuice was one of my favorite movies.
I love Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I like the little voodoo head dude. Yeah, that part never get old, ever. But that's basically how it started. So, I had a career, working, making good money, and then I just got to a point where I realized I was not happy doing that. And it was becoming an outward problem. It was affecting everything in my life. And so I just kind of took a leap of faith, went to beauty school, and I've been doing makeup full time since 2016.
That's what's up. Now, when you said you was a career worker, the crazy thing is, I would come to Knoxville and you'll be working in the store. I would go to Chattanooga, you'll be working in the store. I went to Atlanta, you was in the store. I was like, well, what the hell?
I like money. Yeah. And I'm one of those people, I like to move. I like busybody, and I love interacting with people. So I noticed that I had a skill for selling things like retail. And so for me, that kind of came natural. The next thing you know, they offering you manager jobs. They letting you travel to certain places. And that money is what really had me saying yes to a lot of things and saying no to who I really was on the inside. Because it was just like, yeah, you're making this great money, But, you know, you could definitely make that and then some if you pursue, you know, what God gave you, really.
Right. So do you work for yourself? Like, is it all you?
Mm-hmm. Me.
So what got you into, like, because I want to share some pictures of, like, your sci-fi makeup.
Yes.
Like, just next level stuff that you would think nobody could do that with a makeup palette.
I'm going to tell y'all exactly what happened. So it was 2011, Halloween, and I was having some type of competition at work, and, you know, my boyfriend at the time and I were going trick-or-treating. And I said, let's be Frankenstein and the Bride of Frankenstein. And y'all, like, listen, like, it did something to me just kind of seeing, like, wow, if you add, like, lines here on somebody's eye, if you add lines up here, if you block out the eyebrows, if you deepen the contour here and there, if you do these little things with yarn hairs, it looked like veins, it blew my mind. And this was back in the era where makeup wasn't cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? I went to prom, I used the same pencil for my eyebrows, liner, and lips. Like, I'm so serious. And I was on my pictures like, bam, hey, mama. But that's where it started. And the funny thing about it is that it started there, and at the same time, it ended there. Because the person I was with wasn't a big fan of Halloween for, you know, different reasons. But I think in that specific moment, it was like something inside of me was just like, nah, you just hit something right here.
Mm.
So I think it was after, you know, that breakup or whatever, I really leaned into being myself. So back in 2012, that's when I started posting on Instagram my makeup looks. And you'll never believe it. Like, I used to have some relatives, they'd be like, you're so weird, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm like, when have I not been?
Most artists are
Really
weird to,
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna say normal people, but most people think artists are weird, but
Mhm.
that you see the world differently.
Oh,
You have
totally.
an abstract mind. You just, like how you said you could see lines, I would never be able to look at that.
Mm-hmm.
When I see a makeup palette, I see defeat. When you see a makeup palette, you see greatness. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't know what to do with all that. When you said you used the same pencil for your eyebrows and your lip, I'm like, well, what's wrong with that?
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it if you're doing a wedding and you turn around like, oh, snap. I forgot my mascara. You know, you gotta start getting creative. Lord, I'm talking my mouth full.
So I rarely ever get questions when I post.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you have questions
Oh,
asked.
no.
Yeah, so I did get a question. And she was like, ask Brooke, how did she feel that she was one of the first and not feel like really on the scene, especially for brown girls doing makeup? How do you feel seeing that people, you know, people mimic you or copy you? Because you was doing makeup before Instagram was popping, honey. When,
Oh, yeah, man.
you know, people say cake face and big face now,
Thank
but
you.
back then, if your face was caked up, it was like, what the hell
Big
is
facts.
going on?
Big facts. Like, so in 2012, I was the only one. I was the only one. And there were different artists who, you know, they are hella successful now. They would reach out to me and they would say, hey, you know, I really like makeup too. What do you think? Blah, blah, blah. And one thing that's always kind of stuck with me is just supporting the culture. And it's like, I'm not able to donate thousands of dollars and do this and that, but I definitely feel like I'm an ally to Black women. So it's like, I definitely encourage them to go for it. And so moving forward in the future now, where I see, you know, everybody wants to be a makeup artist, and, you know, some people mimic you. And there's two different types of mimicking. There's some people who mimic you because they kind of like giving you props, like, hey, I really admire what you do, blah, blah. And they show you love when you see them out. I fool with those people. Like, it's mad love. We work weddings together, everything. Then you got people who will copy your style and go and make money off of it and talk bad about your brand. And how I feel about it is, honestly, I thank them. If anything, it challenges me to be more creative, to be more aggressive. And when you're dealing with a natural creator, that can be a little you asking for it. It's like I'm Michael Jordan on the court. I'm going there with you, But that's how I feel. So yeah.
Yeah, because she was like, Rick was the first one doing makeup. Like, just really out the gate doing makeup, not afraid to tackle stuff and take chances. Have you ever done makeup for a celebrity? So who was the celebrity that you did makeup for? Because that was a question too.
I worked with Chanel West Coast. I worked with Steph Blue, who's Chris Blue's wife.
Okay.
And
team.
Yes. I'm trying to think of somebody else because I know I'm leaving someone out. But off the top of my head, those two. And then I've just been on a lot of different sets, which is my big thing because I want to get into more production makeup. Like I think right now with makeup artistry, so many people they think that I should be doing what they see on social media, but they don't know that you can do mortuary makeup, you can do bridal makeup, you can do hospital makeup for people with burns and scars and all kind of things. Makeup is something that it's art. We're able to transform people to help them feel better. You know what I mean? So they can enjoy whatever it is that they're trying to do. So, I almost veered off the question a little bit.
It's all good. It's
because of the corn medley.
Man, it's bomb.
You should not have brought that up in here because, first of all, I'm a fan of corn. Any type of corn and pie.
No, this bomb.
Corn hash. But yeah, you can go like a lot of different like ways with it. So yeah. I'm sorry, I think I went off the question, but that's okay. Just pull me back in there when that happens again,
Have you ever had anybody cry from doing their makeup, from just seeing
God.
herself?
Yes.
And get emotional?
Actually, let me go ahead and get my tissue so I don't start.
Here goes some right here for you.
Dang, he put his big toe in these tacos. I
Man,
ain't never. Listen,
Mom,
CJ.
you ain't seeing me pour this. This is juice. Happy juice.
So, yes, I have had someone cry, and it's someone we know. Austinese girl, beautiful chocolate skin, deep skin, which is I'm no shade at any other complexion, but they are my favorite. Oh my God, I feel like I'm literally working on models. But, I did her makeup, and one of the reasons, I wanted to champion for dark-skinned girls is because every time a dark-skinned girl would sit in my chair, and I mean shades like mine and darker, they would immediately say, don't let me look dead. You know what I mean? I don't want to look dead. I see all these other girls, they look so pretty. Why can't I look pretty? Now, keep in mind, this is 2016, me full-time in the game with this, and around that time, there wasn't Fenty Beauty. These makeup companies didn't give a damn about us.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? There was 3 or 4 colors. And so I challenged myself back then to learn how to mix different mediums of makeup so I could make the colors that women needed because they didn't exist. So I had a girl come in and she was just like, I'm just so nervous, blah, blah, blah. Did her makeup and she looked at it and tears came out her eyes. And so both of us was crying in that bit because I was like, oh my goodness, girl. Thank you. But you know what I mean? That's the thing about makeup artistry, and especially for me, maybe as an artist, it's it gives me the opportunity where your art is living and breathing. And so for that to happen, it was just it was dope, and it was an opportunity to show every woman of color in Knoxville if they, saw her makeup, honey, we can look cute too, boo.
Because that is really, really big, especially being as dark as I am. It looks white when the flash is on. You could look cute in the mirror, and then you take a picture and it looks white. And everybody cannot do makeup on darker women.
Right.
It's easier on lighter women.
Right.
So that was my next, a segue into the question. How you like doing darker women? So that's dope.
Thank you.
What's next for you? Do you see yourself with your own makeup brand or?
Oh, absolutely, man. I want to, I'm about to go off the deep end, but hey.
Hey, take it there.
We're going there. So when it happens, we can pull this up. Okay? But Yeah, I definitely want my own makeup brand. Like, I really actually want to get into things like costume designing. Like, I am really into some weird stuff,
Can you do
y'all.
clothes too? You can design clothes?
Yes, I used to actually draw clothes and stuff. Now, here's the thing. My sister knows how to use a sewing machine, I think. And, right. So, it's like I want to get into doing cosplay. There's like lots of conventions. There's this whole other universe.
Especially in Atlanta, they do it big. The black people in Atlanta do it big.
They do. And it's like I want to create, you know, we have Spirit Halloween and these Halloween stores that I'm just going to call it $150. And if I ever get an endorsement from them in the future, I was just playing. But right now, I'm just letting them know that stuff is trash. Like, you know what I mean? It's like you outside, it's 50 degrees, it's cold outside, and you're in a piece of polyester. Like, I just want to kind of create like a luxury, like costuming, and then you gotta remember, people out here winning Oscars for designing costumes. Like, it's a whole other universe when it comes to makeup and costumes and stuff. So
that wasn't there before, even 5-10 years ago.
If it was very exclusive. So you had to be in Hollywood. You had to be on the sets in Hollywood. You had to know the directors. You had to know the creative directors. And now it's who you know. Like, thanks to social media, hallelujah. You know, a lot of people are able to scale up a lot faster because now we can see real talent. Because some people are better hustlers than others. And I give them that. I really do. But usually most artists, we kind of struggle with focus. But if you give us a map, we're going to work that like the momentum is a little startling. So, but right.
And then too, with social media, one hashtag can make or break you. That can determine if you be seen by the Tyler Perry's who's doing makeup sets, or even if you be seen by the reality TV people who come to like even Gatlinburg to do skiing and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we done talked about the glorious parts. Let me ask you this part.
Yes.
Okay, because you work with the general public.
Yes.
You working with black people.
Yes.
I love us.
I do too.
But sometimes we go sideways because with your makeup comes your experience, which comes your price tag, which is a little different than just going to somebody's kitchen and being able to get your face done for $15.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So how do you deal with that?
I'm gonna keep it 100% honest. When I started doing makeup, the people that I did work on, and even still to this day, all your clients are walking billboards for your brand. So in a sense, it's kind of like you create an image and branding and things like that online. Then your clients come to you and you slay the hell out of their makeup. They go out, turn up, eyelashes, everything's still in place. They wake up in the morning, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. You know? So for me, pricing wasn't that much of an issue because it was just kind of like the ones who didn't want to pay my prices, they went with someone else and they got what they paid for. And I'm just keeping it real. But when you come to me, you're gonna get your money's worth. You know what I mean? I don't think my prices are like way out of range for most other artists, but you know, for me, this is something, you know, I went to beauty school, I invested thousands of dollars into this. So it's like, you know, it's not a hobby for me. This is my hustle. This is, you know, something that I aspire to do until I die. So.
And it's your brand, because one thing, everybody who I've talked to that go to you to get their makeup done, they always say the same thing. Your vibe is unmatched. Like, when you go sit in your chair, you get a therapist, you get somebody who see you in your bare, rare self. You know that some people, it's a couple of my friends I ain't never seen without makeup. You know what I'm saying? So you
they show up. I be in there, cat on my shoulder, everything. Hey, y'all, come on in the back.
Not the cat on the shoulder.
You know, he gonna get us a couple glasses of wine, everything. That's my little butler. But yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, that's the one thing everybody say about you. So that speaks for itself. Your vibe.
Thank you.
Just your personality. You always being witty and funny and just,
thank you.
You know, crazy in a good way. So
that's what I was nervous about today. I was like, child, please don't
nervous about what?
Because, you know, sometimes you can say the wrong thing. you know, that it happens. Well, hopefully not. I don't think so. I'm eating tacos, so I think I'm on the right wavelength right now. But yeah, I think that's a big thing too. Because even in the beginning, even like there were people who were like, you know, you're so nice. Thank you for talking to me. Because they going, and I'm thinking to myself, just imagine somebody in your face doing your makeup and they're not really interacting with you.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is this, is like, you're in my space. You're paying me for my service, which is awesome. You putting food on my table. So I'm going to pour into you. It's like a barbershop experience, like hair salons and getting your makeup done and hair done and all of that, because you get to go into this place and talk to someone who's neutral.
Mm-hmm.
And they can give you some like really like more clarity on things, or just kind of help you release and vent. And I've been really blessed with some dope clients, man. Like I can count on my hand how many like bad seeds I've had, but I have had the best clients. My clients are the bomb. So
that's what's up. I was watching, you know, Sierra from Love and Hip Hop.
yes.
So I was watching her story, how she started in the strip club, just doing like, you know, strippers makeup and making them look pretty. And her salon is not a hair salon. Her actual salon is all makeup.
Right. Yeah.
Like that's crazy to me.
It's dope to me.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
it. I love it. If anything, I think that's something, in my opinion, what I hear and what I see online, I feel like that's what most people who are into aesthetics and beauty are trying to do right now. But saying a little bit, but not too much, because I'm not 100% informed. A lot of Black business owners, we go through a lot of hoops. It's not even just obtaining your space, it's maintaining your space, keeping your space, because there are different types of things that you have to deal with. But see, there you go with the corn. I got lost.
I know, right? My bad. It's so
Oh,
good. I can't stop eating.
Wait.
I'm talking about like having like a business, just solely makeup. Not having to do hair, not having to do nails, but doing makeup.
Oh yeah, that is dope. If you think about it, remember when Tiny did the nail bar?
Mm-hmm.
And I think she has like a chain of them now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something I think that Knoxville really needs. And I don't think any makeup artists disagree. We would love that. We would love that. I actually would love to create that too. The only reason I kind of don't is because I'm contemplating relocating. But I'm also one of those people that I'm going to dig under my feet for gold first before I go look somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Everything happened for a reason, so I'm just kind of trusting God, you know?
Facts. Let me ask you this. Okay, so doing makeup, right? I have no clue about makeup or how to even like take care of my face. Like I literally watch YouTube videos of how to do like a face regimen. Cause the mask, you know, like these masks are breaking everybody out. When you do your client's makeup, do you also take care of their skin?
Absolutely. Absolutely, girl. Got me started. Hold on, let me fix my hat.
Cause some people just slap some stuff on your face. They don't even tell you what they're doing or how to use it, how to take it off.
No.
I just said some bad words. Look.
Listen, the reason I'm saying that is because sometimes I feel like I talk too much when I'm talking to a client, and they're like, "Oh, I'm fine. You don't gotta tell me everything." I'm like, "Oh, okay," because sometimes people do want to know. I would. You're on my face. It's not my hair. This is my, you know. So I had a girl today before, you know, coming here, and I was doing stuff, and she was like, "You're the first person to ever explain to me what you're doing." And when I went to beauty school, like I really was not looking forward to it. I'm gonna be honest. I was in a really weird place in my life, and I was just like, whatever, I'm gonna do this so I can get my license. And I will never forget when I learned about the layers of skin, about skin conditions, skin types, the Fitzpatrick scale, universal, I think it's precaution or standard precaution, basically sanitizing, everything. I was just like, whoa. Like, I had no clue how much, one, bodily fluid you come in contact with, but two, you get a client in front of you and they're like, "Oh, I love makeup, but every time I put it on, it just looks real textured and this and that. And then you come to find out that she's using a chemical peel. Child, no, I didn't just do that. Girl, you get older, you start getting yaps in strange places. Right. Little margarita juice. But yeah, you want to help them, and I think that may be another reason why. Because when a girl's sitting there, it's obvious that she takes pride in how she looks. Mm-hmm. And so it's a opportunity for me to say, well, what are you using? And she's using a chemical peel every day. And I'm like, woo, you are literally expediting your aging process. You're stripping your acid mantle, and you're about to get wrinkles and stuff in probably like 3-5 years. You know what I mean? Like, just, wow. It's a lot of stuff about our skin that we don't know. We're actually the lucky ones because we have melanin.
We got melanin.
We got melanin. We got melanin. Oh, I thought it was show. No, it really don't. It really doesn't. Like what is it? Melanin is one of the most not expensive or like resources or something on the planet, and it's in our body. That is so, it's my skin, the largest organ on your body. Mm-hmm. And then even with that, skin is another thing. It's the largest organ on your body. So it tells you everything that's going on. That's why when we have our times, we break out. You eat something really bad over and over again, you're going to break out. Mm-hmm. You get sick, you get stressed out, your eyes are purple, your face starts to set, like everything. Your body literally responds to the lifestyle you choose, and it's been really dope, kind of like opening up women's eyes to that. We put so much care on our hair, spending hundreds of dollars on our hair, and I'm like, you just FYI, you gotta put that same tab with your skin too sometimes. Mm-hmm. So
you're like, my homegirl, I was talking to her on the phone one day, and I was like, what are you doing? You're making a lot of noise. She's like, I have to put my summer makeup up to get ready for the winter. I was like, what are you even talking about?
Listen. That's funny to me, but the reason why is because my summer makeup is questionable. Ingredients, I don't understand. Lots of primer, lots of this and that, but I'm a southern girl. I'm really oily. I see myself shining now. So it's like, you do lots of different things in the summertime to control your oil. My services in the summertime are longer because I'm trying to help them control their oil. So, yeah.
So, what is Brooke like outside of makeup? Like, Brooke the lover, Brooke the friend. Like, who is Brooke outside of the makeup?
Now, here's the funny thing. I think the reason why I'm so outward and more of a people person is because I am very, very introverted, like an ambivert. I love being at home. Mm-hmm. I love being at home, relaxing, reading, listening to music, painting, doing like I love every form of art, dance, all of it. So the weird thing is usually I'm on Pinterest making boards, like thousands of boards. It's kind of creepy. And, I'm a hopeless romantic. I have a boyfriend. I'm a hopeless romantic. And with my friends, I am the left eye of the clique.
So you a little crazy.
I'm a little crazy.
Crazy, sexy, cool.
Yes.
You and your boyfriend are cute though. Mm-hmm. He is totally opposite of what I see you with. I would see you with like a Boris Kojo type of guy.
Everybody says that.
And then he's more like a Trippie Redd, like.
I adore him. To me, I think he's so cool. Like his hair, his skin, his eyes, like the type of things he does, and he's a great. He teaches me a lot about strategy, and so with everything going on right now, that's what I've been really focusing on. Is like going back to the drawing board because it's like now I want to elevate. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So yeah, he's a baby doll. Hey, babe.
So has the pandemic slowed you down?
Oh, absolutely. I know other people get on here and they're like, oh, I'm recession proof, this and that. And I'm here to tell y'all that they probably lying. Keep it real. With honey, we went on lockdown. I was like, oh, listen, y'all. It was the weekend Seda Baby was supposed to come. Like March the 8th. I had 9 bookings, 8 of them canceled.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's money walking.
Oh, that's a lot of money. Girl, I had just moved into my new place. Like, it was just a lot of things where I was like, the walls is closing in on me, Lord. So, this margarita done. I took a little shot before I left, too. I ain't gonna lie to you. But, so for me, what I've taken this time to do is practice a lot, refine my skill, refine my booking style, because, you know, my window of opportunity is customer service, like communications. And let me tell y'all something. DMs is hard. They hard. It's not like impossible, but it's like when you respond to a DM, they may not answer till 2 days later. They may answer right then. You reply back, they may not answer. And so it's like you juggling many hats. And I'm just one of those people that I'm like, I would much rather just totally pay someone to do this. Hey, let me bless you with helping me with my communications. So COVID for me has slowed me down in terms of working on people, and that was strictly my choice. Like, my clients were protesting.
I seen the post.
Did you? Oh my goodness, they were protesting. They were like, I need to come and see you. I'm looking a mess. But you know, my little sister just had a baby, and my grandmother is very, you know, up in age. They're my favorite people in the whole world. So I just kind of been taking advantage of things that are priceless. You know, everything can't be bought with money. So it's like there's some things that I don't want to miss. So.
Yeah, because there's no way to put on a mask to get your makeup done.
Oh, great, thank you.
And people still will probably come even if they a little under the weather because they want to look good. We are a social media driven world, especially people our age and younger. We need to look good at all times. Like I have people inbox me like, I'll do your makeup for free. Please put on some makeup.
What?
I'm like, well, sometimes I'm coming from work. No, I see what they're saying because most people like that they see, because you got to understand, the older people think I'm on TV. I'm not on TV. This is YouTube. Literally anybody can do this.
I see you on the TV.
Right, because my mama, she pulls it up on her TV and she thinks like I'm on TV for real. And I'm like, I'm not on TV. I mean, I'm just doing this for fun. Nobody's paying me. So I don't think I should wear makeup, but I am open to suggestions. I don't know how to take care of my skin. Therefore, I'm not just going to have random people doing my makeup.
Well, first of all, after this, we're probably going to end up linking anyway. I'm just letting y'all know. Be ready for probably like a round 2 or something.
Definitely a round 2.
Honestly, I'll tell you this. Think about it like this. The stuff that you see on Instagram and YouTube and all this stuff, it is so extra. I fall asleep with my makeup on a lot. I'm a makeup artist. That's a big no-no. But what I like to tell people is do what works for you. You don't gotta draw on these eyebrows and contour and highlight and all that stuff because it may make you look a little crazy. For me, the cut creases and the glitter and the crazy eyelashes and all that stuff, that's not really my steez, but I respect it though. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, hey, that look bomb as hell. I'm mad as hell. I can't do that. But go, girl. And that's one thing that I definitely, anytime I get the opportunity to interact with clients and they ask questions, I like to clear up the air about that. One, so you can save some money and you ain't out there just buying all these palettes that half the time they crap. It's some stuff from bulk from China. You know what I mean? They send all the celebrities the premium stuff, and the stuff that we'll buy on the shelf is not premium. But you know, so that's pretty much what I like to tell people who like want to get into makeup or thinking about it, or even with skincare. Look at my hair. Is that her?
Is it yours? Because I'm bald-headed.
I don't know. There's gray on the tip. It looked like a cat hair, and I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I know my damn cat hair did not travel all the way here.
I'm not sneezing, so I don't think so.
I don't let my... Okay, so they... I hope not.
I'm just joking. I ain't allergic to cats. I'm just black. You know. Most black people don't have cats.
Hey, and I let them out with, you know, clients come in because people call him like cat dog. And because he's really chill. But yeah, black folks don't mess with cats, which is so crazy.
Mm-mm.
I'm like, you need to look up the history on cats. They really cool. It's dogs though. Now they come from Europe. Just leave that there. Cats come from Egypt.
Most of them are made in the lab anyway.
Ooh, really?
They're not even real.
Oh, no.
Mixed with this and that and this.
No.
Oh, goodness. Jabari, what's the time? Oh.
Ooh, oops.
Yeah, we definitely gonna come back for a part 2.
Okay, my bad, y'all.
Look.
My bad. See, that's the thing. We get wrapped up, man.
Look, when you start talking on the camera, you don't realize that 40 minutes have went by. You know what I'm saying? Because your energy.
It's fellowship.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you. You
good?
too.
Okay. Well, Miss Brooke, it has been a pleasure sitting down with you, breaking bread. This was some amazing food. Thank you so much. It would definitely be a part 2. I think the part 2 though should be you doing my makeup.
I literally was saying that would be so much fun if we could do like a part 2 and then do makeup and yeah. So.
I went crazy though.
Oh, for real? You want to do a Halloween one? Like
I love Halloween. That's my favorite.
I already have some ideas. No.
Well, y'all, thank you for watching. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe. If you have any questions for Miss Brooklyn Beatface, how can they get with you?
You can actually reach me on my Instagram, so make sure you check out my IG and follow me at Brooklyn Beatface. I also am in the process of renovating, I like to say, my website, but it's brooklynbeatface.com, and you can reach me there. Yeah.
Love you. Peace.
Good.
Yeah, thank you.